Okay, it's day 7 and the final day of 2025 Rapid City Rush training camp presented by Shipwrecks Bar and Grill. Got the head coach and GM Dave Smith alongside to wrap up this first week of practice. Love the hat, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you like Wayne's World?
I do like Wayne's World. And when this hat was in there, I think this is a good hat to wear today.
Mike Myers, Scarborough, Ontario. I'm sure Dreeks has told you.
A few proud Canadians in that room.
Yeah, exactly. How's Arthur these days?
I love Arthur. Arthur is, where it all started and where my best buddies are.
All right, week 1 of practice complete. Obviously, next week before we travel on Thursday to play KC Friday and Saturday. On the ice every day, sometimes twice a day. Overall thoughts on the opening week?
I think we accomplished the first most important goal is to get to know each other as people that, I'm new here for the returning core, and even though you talk on the phone and message throughout the summer, we get to work together. So I think we accomplished that. I thought every day we improved in one area or another, and most importantly, I think we've with the returning core, set a culture that moving forward, regardless of success or challenges, the culture moving forward can benefit the group overall.
Do you know all the names and numbers by now?
Well, I think it's inconceivable to know all the names and all the numbers now when I haven't even seen all the numbers. And then I found out today a couple of guys even changed their numbers from last year. So I do not know all the numbers. I know all the names.
What do you like about this group?
I think it starts at the top. We've got Wags is a phenomenal leader. I think you've got guys like Mo Colella and Brett Davis that are, elite people. You've got warriors and competitors in Benny and Parker Bowman. You've got experience in Billy. Like those guys really set the table for the guys in the room. They were returning guys. Now we add some really neat mixes in terms of, Ryan Shizowski, Xavier Bernard, guys that have played at a very high level and have a terrific impact in the locker room. And I guess my answer in a short version is I love the leadership, the chemistry, and the culture that these guys bring every day.
You don't know, the context of last year before, as Jared Reed, the president, to give everyone insight, told everyone before the first orientation. This is the most excited the front office, Spire hockey side, has been about a roster in quite some time. Of course, you weren't here in the years prior, but what makes you excited about this roster right now?
It might be a little bit different answer, but I love that we're prepared to accept every challenge. And there's tons and tons of challenges every day. Practice is a challenge. Games are a challenge. What happens when the other team scores? I feel like we have a group that can respond to adversity in a positive manner, and that excites me. Obviously, playing in front of a packed house, and I can picture, and we've talked about what Rapid City can be like with a winning environment, with winning teams. That's exciting. But the process of accepting these challenges is most exciting for me.
How can you tell that's the character of the group before even playing a game?
Well, we've had already challenges. We've had adversity. We have these conversations about what do they see, what do they think, what do they feel, and we move forward, together. And we have had challenging conversations and challenging moments on the ice, and we've come out the other side better for it.
You've wanted to make this training camp this first week, hard on the guys, not crazy difficult, but demanding on the guys, and by no means a slouch of a couple of weeks. How have the guys responded to, again, trying to turn up the heat on them and make it difficult for them out there?
Well, I think there's a learning curve for me as well, right? And it's a short training camp. I'm learning what this group, this team needs in terms of length of practice, length of drills, and the feedback after certain practices has been, hey, we can go a little bit longer here, we can go a little bit more here. But it also, we gave them a day off on Tuesday, a day off the ice, and that's just listening to the core, listening to the leaders. But we didn't give them a day off learning. And I said, listen, I'll compromise, and I think that's where we work together. I'll listen to you, you're listening to your bodies, but we need to get better. And I thought we got a lot better from our video day, which was the Tuesday when we didn't go on the ice. So I think how we interact together can set us up for success.
You mentioned it, only 2 weeks of preseason without a preseason game. Those are two things that you don't usually see anywhere else. Short preseason, no preseason game. How are you handling that challenge?
Well, we scrimmaged a lot, even in small bites. Take small bites out of the scrimmage. We use video from a lot of game situations because we need to create and look at the situations that are going to happen in games. And then we expect our guys to share what they're feeling and thinking about situations. Do you understand D zone? Do you understand O zone? Do you understand what we're trying to accomplish here? And that can accelerate our group learning.
Is there anyone in particular who's really surprised you about their performance this week?
I don't know about surprised because, Peter Dricos, our associate coach, he prepared me for what these guys are after a 72-game season last year. But I would use the word impressed. I'm impressed with Ryan Wagner. I'm impressed with Brett Davis. I'm impressed with Blake Bennett. Those guys, Mo Kallela, they're pros. And that means they come to the rink, they prepare their body, they prepare their minds, they make a difference for themselves and others. And I wouldn't say that surprised me because I expected it, but I'm impressed by it.
Scrimmage tomorrow in front of the fans. You've done that a lot in practice, but this is a full hour on the ice, hour plus on the ice of 5-on-5, 4-on-4, 3-on-3. You'll get everything involved. What are you hoping for? The only time you'll play a full game like that before we go to KC.
Yeah, I'm just looking for another positive step. I mean, I think the fans want to come out and see the players and see the jerseys and the helmets and the new guys and the numbers. I'm looking at the entirety of what we're doing and are we improving in these areas? Are we getting into our game day routine prior to puck drop? We're getting used to warm up. We're getting used to coming in between periods, and we get used to that routine so that when we go to Kansas City next week, we are one step ahead of where we are currently.
Okay, on the topic of routines, you've said all the time this has been just a million miles a minute right now, trying to get ready for your first pro season. Has that subsided even a little bit right now?
It has because we're doing less things, but they have a bigger impact. And what I mean by that is, right now our focus is on a daily basis, we prepare practice, we execute practice, we evaluate practice, and then we repeat. And if you throw in video in there. On the first day, it was, hey, where's the bathroom? Where do I get the sticks? If I want a piece of gum, all the little things have gone away because we've got familiar with each other as a staff and the players. But now we're focusing our biggest amount of time and energy on preparing and executing practice and then evaluating where we were good or where we need to be better.
All right, Dave, I appreciate this. Thank you.
Thanks, Corey.